Ellen McCauley. I'm a Pray It Up in Syracuse, New York. And you know, a lot of us have these weight loss myths, and I want to talk about them before we have our New Year's. And I used to make a ton of New Year's resolutions, and now I'm just happy to be in a new year. I'm just happy to be alive. I'm just happy to be in this group. I'm just going to do the best I can. How does that sound? The best we can, you know? But let's look at some of this. All calories are the same whether they're from whole foods or processed foods. Let's answer the question first. What do you think, everybody? Yes or no? Don't cheat. Yes or no? No. 100 calorie candy bar and a 100 calorie apple have the same amount of calories or energy, but the way our body digests things and uses things are different. That's the key, because our body's like, ooh, you know, I got to really work hard to, you know, break this fiber down. And the candy is just going, you know, give me more. Losing weight is all about willpower. True or false?
No.
False. The thing is, our bodies were not designed to lose weight. They weren't designed to lose weight. We all have a set point, and the set point can change. Like, I used to have a set point in the 300s, and then you have different set points as you lose weight. Because when you lose weight, like many of you, every week you weigh 171, 171, 171. And you're like, how come? Well, that's your set point. Your body likes 171. And you have to do something much different. You have to try a plant-based diet. You have to kick up the exercise. That is what, it's not a plateau. It's a set point. And your body likes that weight. 158, 158, 158, you know. And then we need, it's not a moral failing. We are not less of a person because we struggle with our weight. It's just like if someone gets Parkinson's, is that their fault? Now, I do believe that there is some culpability, but it's almost like a mental thing, a physical thing, an emotional thing, all those things bound together. You will never see me fat shaming anyone. I don't think that weight is the bottom line, it's health. So I'm not telling everyone, hey, you've got to lose 50, 60, 100 pounds. I'm like, just do the best you can till you feel good, that you're healthy. And then carbohydrates are bad. Well, the processed food carbohydrates are not the best for you. But the high carb diet that's filled with like sweet potatoes, winter squash, peas, corn, legumes, fruit, those sorts of things are refined grains. That's good for you. If you really want to lose weight, you have to go on a diet. People think of the word diet, they think deprivation, they think I'm going to struggle, I'm going to be unhappy. But permanent weight loss takes a permanent dietary change. Even if you zig for Thanksgiving, you get back in the saddle the next day, and your permanent change. And they recommend a food journal. Hello! They recommend sleep and water and moving. It's not rocket science, everyone. It really isn't. You have to have more good days than bad days as far as you're keeping to your plan to lose weight. And then some people really poop their pants over this eating smaller meals throughout the day. If that works for you, great. But I haven't seen anyone in the room that it works for, really. I mean, if it does, great, but I just don't think it's for this group here. Juice cleanses, I don't recommend them at all. I don't recommend any fad. I don't like any pills. I don't like any quick loss scheme. Like some people go, oh, I had cabbage soup every day for 2 weeks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What did you learn? You know, you might have lost weight, but as soon as you start eating again, you're going to go back to your set point. I don't recommend any of this. Now, remember I told you sleep helps? Let's look at the superfoods that'll help you sleep, okay? One of the things that we need is better blinds, or we need those darkening shades, because right now we have blinds, and we got darkening shades for our new bathroom, and I said to Bob, I really like that, because it's black in there. And I think you need a dark, most people do, I don't know. I think it should be dark to sleep good. And then it says, I don't like to eat. Ever see people like they're eating like an 8-course meal and then they lay down? Our bodies were not made to digest food lying down. You shouldn't eat before 2 hours before you go to bed. Now they were saying these things are really good to help you sleep. Kiwi. Who had kiwi last week?
Oh, I love kiwi.
1, 2, excellent. I don't think I've had kiwi in ever.
Oh, I love
Yeah. Is it green with those seeds in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I had trouble with seeds. Yes, Kathy?
The yellow one is better.
The yellow one, is there
I
seeds?
haven't seen yellow. Yellow?
There's yellow? There's yellow kiwi?
Yes.
All right. And then I heard that there was kiwi like gummies or something that somebody said that had no seeds in it. Well, if anyone has any kiwi adventures, tell us next week. Pumpkin seeds, that's good too. And then cheese. Be careful about cheese, because to me cheese is a trigger food. You know, you start eating cheese and the next thing you know you're like just eating cheese. Tart cherry juice. Who had tart cherry juice last week? Look at it. It's got 8 ounces of tart cherry juice twice a day. Includes sleep and sleep efficiency and adult efficiency. I mean, wow. All right, and tea. Chamomile tea, low caffeine green tea, and then rice. And I would suggest brown rice. And then watch the kind of nuts you have. Again, nuts for me are real triggers. And in my house, for those of you who are new, we call cashews crack. Because I begged my husband, I said, if we have a can of cashews, I'm like, hide them, Bob. Don't tell me where they are, no matter what I say, no matter what I do. And so then like 2 hours will go by and I'm like, honey, can I have more cashews? He's like, just a second. I go, I told you, no matter what I said or do, and he still gives them to me. So I can't even have them in the house. They're just, but Brazil nuts are not triggers for me. You gotta pick a nut that's not a trigger and then go with it, okay? And I'm gonna stop right there, Bob.